Hey, party people, welcome to a little show I call Nicole Reacts, where I, Nicole, react to online marketing gurus that I find on the internet. My qualifications for snark and commentary are that I've owned a real marketing company for the last 15 years, and I've worked with hundreds of real clients on marketing strategy and implementation. I know a fair bit when it comes to marketing. I also have a now lapsed teaching certification. So I really thought at one point I was going to be a teacher, and I've taught lots of classes as well. So I feel like I also know how to present information and I can comment on those kind of things. If this is the first time you're watching the channel, welcome. I have almost 100 videos in the Nicole Reacts playlist on the YouTube channel, at least 80 different gurus in there. So check that out as the playlist on YouTube, or if you want to go to breakingevening.com, go to the blog section of the website and click on the Nicole Reacts category, and you can see all the episodes there as well. And always looking for new gurus to react to. So feel free to leave a comment on this video if you have a guru, or if you're more shy, you can go to the contact form of our website and let me know there. Always looking for new people to add to the spreadsheet. So today's person, or I guess company, comes from our internal spreadsheet where we track what people suggest and ideas we run into and stuff like that for these videos. So Jessica found this company and I'm very curious about it. I thought we could look at their website first so that we could get some context as to what they do before we watch their YouTube content. So it's called Q Socials, and let's take a look. So this is Q Socials, and when I click the drop down on their services, we see they do YouTube SEO, YouTube verification, and TikTok verification. I'm always interested when I see these verification services because I feel like verification is a little bit willy-nilly, and I think this is really funny. So if you look at this page, I'm going to zoom in so you can enjoy this. Our services, and then below it is basically some lorem ipsum content. What we do, lorem ipsum. Search engine optimization, below it, lorem ipsum. So, like, they couldn't even fill out a website template that literally has 3 pages to it. Hey guys, editing Nicole. I realized I did not explain what lorem ipsum is. Lorem ipsum is basically fake website filler text content. And typically, when you're laying out a page for a client and they're going to provide you content, you have to sort of design around some content. So, if you need a couple of sentences or a paragraph, there is basically this gobbledygook text called lorem ipsum that you can paste into those areas. And for a little while, people were having fun with it. There was pirate ipsum, so it would take gobbledygook words and insert random pirate words in there. There's just all kinds of different ipsums that people try to be funny with, but it's basically just filler text, and it's typically built into things like website templates. All right, back to it. Yeah, there's no real content on any of the services page at all. I'll leave a link to this if you want to go look at it. And then there's this contact page, which is probably just a contact form, I'm guessing. We'll see. Yep, just a super basic contact form. Okay, they're out of Florida. All right, good to know. And let's just take a look at the homepage, which is where I came in off of. So it's my business social media marketing solution. Skyrocket your growth on social media. Get a free quote today. So I have to submit my name, email address, company name, website, and social media accounts. And it looks like social media accounts is just an open-ended thing that I type in. It looks like underneath our services, take a look at the different services we offer to our awesome clients. Apostrophe S. I mean, they haven't filled out their website template and they have at least one grammatical error that I'm seeing right now. So their website is pretty low effort. I mean, a few hours on this and all these issues could be fixed. Listen, I'm not saying my website doesn't have any errors on it, but I am saying that I have 100 pages on my website and there's probably a couple of grammatical errors, but this website has 3 pages. One of them is a template that hasn't been filled out, and one of them has at least one kind of major grammatical error on it. So this seems low effort. Now, this website or this company is all about sort of YouTube verification and TikTok verification and maybe some social media marketing services. But a lot of their content on YouTube kind of seems to be centered around reviewing software and around Instagram. Let me show you what I mean. So this is the Q Socials YouTube channel, 58,000 subscribers. Good for them. And if we look at their video content, we have a lot of sort of software reviews of use viral versus wolf growth, teachable versus school, Plixie versus wolf growth. So they seem to be offering a lot of software reviews in relation to wolf growth. It's really hard to say. I want to see if they have any connection to this software. 1 second. Okay, so I looked really briefly at the wolf growth site. God. It's like in 30 Rock when Jenna kept trying to say she was in a show or a movie called The Rural Juror. I can say that a lot easier than I can say wolf growth. But the address for wolf growth, I think, is interesting. It says made with love in Oakland Park, Florida. And if I look at the Q Socials website, the contact area, it is also in Oakland Park, Florida. So I have a feeling they are connected somehow because all of the YouTube content seems to be comparing other software to this one specific kind of software. Anyway, back to the YouTube channel. So, like I said, besides the wolf growth reviews, the other kind of content is about getting Instagram followers, getting real followers, and Instagram, when it seems like their verification is for YouTube and TikTok as having specific drop downs for those things. I'm just kind of confused as to what this company specializes in. And I would understand if they were more of a generalist in terms of marketing like I am, but we should see that reflected in their social media content. And we should definitely see that reflected on their website in a real way. Right. So, what we're going to watch today is some videos about Instagram growth. I think that will let us know if they know what they're talking about when it comes to social media marketing in general, how they approach it, and how they suggest growing these very large numbers supposedly entirely organically. The first video we're going to watch today is how to easily get 20,000 real, all caps, followers on Instagram in 30 days from zero, and zero is in all caps. This doesn't sound very realistic to me, but maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe we'll all be surprised.
So getting more real Instagram followers has become insanely difficult over the past few years. Getting results like this is not really that common anymore. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can go out there and get tons of real, highly targeted Instagram followers without having to do follow for follow, without having to buy shout outs, without having to do any of this weird stuff. Heck, you don't even have to log into your account and do anything by yourself. And no, I'm not talking about paying someone to do anything or hiring someone to manage your account for you. None of that stuff. Just stay to the end of the video and you will know exactly how this is done and how you can get hundreds of real targeted followers every single day to your Instagram account. So without wasting any more time,
so the thumbnail says 20,000 followers. He's saying hundreds of followers to visit my Instagram account every day. That seems like a different promise to me, but let's see what he has to say.
Let's get straight into the video right now. So the way this works, guys, is by using one special method, and that is called the mass story viewing method. And I've actually made a video in the past regarding the mass story viewing method, and it was a video that got a lot of views, a lot of people liked it, because obviously the method works. But now this should be kind of seen as a follow-up video to my previous one, because now you can not only mass view stories, but you can also mass like them. And the beauty is when you like a story, if the person has notifications enabled, they will be notified if you like their story. So now imagine how effective that method actually becomes once you actually implement liking stories. Just for the people who don't actually know how it really works, let me explain it real quick. So the mass story viewing method really just means that you go out there and view tens of thousands of stories or even more, every single day.
How are you looking at 10,000 stories a day? It seems like there's a bot scanning tens of thousands of stories a day. I also don't know that if someone gets a notification that Nicole liked my story, Nicole liked my story, Nicole liked my story, I don't know if that makes them say, "Oh, I better follow her account." Like, I don't know when they make that leap, but
Of highly targeted people who could be interested in your content. And when someone views your story that you don't really know, you will check that person out most likely. Most people do. Most people are curious. They want to know who is that guy, right? And say you actually have an awesome profile and you provide a lot of value and you already got a bunch of followers, maybe that person that you just viewed a story of, they will check you out and they will see, oh, that guy is exactly someone I could be. That guy posts some nice quotes, or that guy posts some awesome videos, some awesome content and whatnot, right? And they will follow you. A lot of people will follow you using this method, and so much more effective than the, let's say, the follow for follow method, because with the follow for follow method, there is a limit, right? You can only follow a certain amount of people every single day. And every single day, Instagram is getting stricter with that, right? So they're reducing the follow limits and they give you action blocks. When you follow too many people, they give you action blocks and it can even harm your account.
He's implied a couple of times that with the previous video he did like this and this video, that people are seeing success. What I'm curious about is when I look at the comments after we watch this video, if that's actually true. If people are actually seeing success and leaving comments in a public place where you and I can see them. So I'm going to just note that right now.
You even risk your account getting banned if you follow too many people. With the mass story viewing method, people love doing that because there is no limit to how many stories you can view. So now we all know how the mass story viewing method works. It's pretty much just you view hundreds of thousands of stories and you have a certain follow back rate of people who see that you've checked out their story. They will come to your profile, and if they find your profile interesting, they will obviously follow you.
Now, the other thing you have to do, besides letting whatever AI tool he's going to sell you follow hundreds of thousands of stories a day, is you actually have to be posting content into your Instagram feed, right? So that when they come and look at your profile, they have something to see. So you do have to log into your account. At the beginning, he's like, you don't even have to log into your account. Well, how am I going to post content unless I log into my account, unless I create that content, right? I don't know. I'm suspicious here.
Now, that is all done by highly precise targeting. So you only want to view stories of people that could potentially be interested in your content, which means that you will have certain targets, which could be hashtags, usernames, the explore page, stuff like that, where you will pretty much get a list of people that you can view the stories of, which will be tens of thousands of people every single day to make this method effective. So now you might ask yourselves, oh, if I have to view tens of thousands of stories every single day, how can I do this? Right? And the answer is you can't. What you need to do is you need to get a tool called Wolf Growth. Wolf Growth is
Okay, wolf growth was not in this video title, but he's selling us wolf growth. So let's
pretty much the only tool right now in the whole market that allows you to mass story view and mass story like at the same time. So now let me show you how to use Wolf Growth and how effective it actually is. So now we are logged into our Wolf Growth account right here. And as you can see, I'm
such a hard wolf growth is such a hard company name to say.
already on the whole settings page right here for the mass story and mass story liking feature. And obviously
His handle that is with this is Michael underscore go hard.
I already got my account added. If you want to add your
Michael go hard.
account, you simply go to add account, then you go right here. You can enter your username, your password, and select your platform, iOS or Android, and it's pretty straightforward, and you're good to go. Okay, so then you want to go down here to the Mass Story Engager Pro tool, is what it's called. And there you basically have a bunch of options right here. Okay, you have all of these targeting options, right? So you can target people based on a certain person's followers. So if you have a certain account that is very similar to what you want to do, and he has a few million followers, you can target all these followers, right? Then you can also
I don't know if I can watch this, guys. I might just stop this and go check the comments. I want to draw attention to the comments. First of all, the first comment is, wow, is wolf growth really working? I think that's funny. Now, if we look at the series of comments in this YouTube video, you'll notice there's like a name and a number with 4 digits in it. So D Molly 7270. Hi there. Are you still doing consultations? Rebecca 8. Old Ridge 3952. Francis Green 6380. So you'll notice there's like it's almost like a pattern of account creation here. And it says things like, wow, another great video, Michael. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. So very generic stuff. And then there's another group of accounts with at user and then it's dash something with 10 digits. So user something with 10 digits. Has anyone actually tried this method? And then this other account, which is at user and then dash and then 10 numbers and letters together. With how many Instagram account I can add to grow if I buy basic growth plan. User, again, 10 more digits. Thank you. So it seems like there is a mixture of handle with 4 digits at the end and handle with 4 digits at the end, handle with 4 digits at the end. So some of these are real, maybe, but a lot of them look like fake comments. And I think that's exactly what this guy has to sell you in terms of, you engagement, right? Now, I was going to watch the other Instagram growth follower video, but you can probably see where that one's going to. There isn't a lot of people in the comments saying, "Wow, this worked for me." There does appear, though, to be a lot of spam comments, and I can tell because the usernames follow a specific formula in creation, which makes it easy to mass produce them, right? Instead, what I've decided to watch is a video going in a different direction. How to get traffic to your website in 2022, top 5 fast traffic sources. Another 10-minute video. So hopefully this one will be a little bit less him pushing his wolf growth thing and maybe some actual information. Not to say you can't sell a product as part of your information, but it seems like every video he's done in the last year is about this particular software, which is a little bit tiring, let's face it.
So we all know when it comes to making money online, it basically comes down to two things: traffic and conversion. Okay. So it's about how to get a lot of people to your website, and then make them convert, right? So either enter their email, buy something, or both, or whatever it is. But in this video, we're going to be talking about how to get more highly targeted traffic, mostly for free, to your website, especially if you are a beginner. Before we get into though, I want to show you an amazing training on how to get massive amounts of traffic, because obviously I will show you a few ways on how to get traffic, but I can't cover everything in this video, right? The training that I got in the description, by the way, you can just click it, enter your email. It's 100% free training. You can just check it out. It's an amazing training on how to get massive amounts of traffic to your website for free without spending a dime. So it is amazing. It's very interesting. So I want you guys to check it out.
My training is amazing and very interesting.
And without further ado, let's get straight into the video
Okay.
right now. So the first way to get a good amount of traffic to your website, especially if you're starting out, is by offering freebies and then doing for those web pages that you offer the freebies on. Okay, so that could be anything, right? It very much depends on the niche that you're in. But let's just say, for example, in the make money online niche, right? I guess a lot of you guys watching this are in the actual make money online niche. If you're in this niche, what you can offer is a free ebook. So you create a free ebook on, let's say, the 5 best ways to make money in 2022, right? So you package it, you create a nice cover, you just jump on Fiverr, get someone to do an ebook cover for you, just put it on a website, you just title it that way. You do a little bit of keyword research using the Google Keywords Planner, preferably a long tail keyword, because those keywords are way easier to rank. Obviously, because if there's too much competition, it becomes very hard to rank a certain keyword, right? You just go on there and then you.
So what he means by long tail keywords, in case he doesn't explain it, I don't think he's going to, is it's this idea that it's a phrase that people are searching for that's, 3 to 5 words long. So for example, if you owned a tea shop, it would be really hard for you to rank for the word tea in Google because there's all these big companies that sell tea. They're buying ad placements. They have websites older than yours. They have websites that are better than yours, like objectively, just because they have a whole team, right? That's on it. So it's going to be really hard to rank for that. But if you had loose leaf tea packaged in New York, that might be easier to rank for. I don't know if that's even a keyword anyone's searching for, but that would be like a long tail phrase that someone might look for. And yeah, there's going to be less people looking for that than there is just looking for tea, but at least if you're going after this relatively small market, you have an actual chance of ranking when someone looks at the Google results or whatever search engine they use on the first page, it just shows 10 results. If you can be in those top 10, then you're actually going to get seen by somebody potentially. So that's what he means here.
Then you rank that page for this keyword, and you will automatically get a good amount of people coming to your website every single day, right? So if you do this with a few freebies, you probably already got like 50 or 100 people coming to your website daily, right? So that's the first step to get a lot of traffic, actually. And it always works. It has been working for years, almost decades. You don't want to reinvent the wheel, guys. Just go for it, just do it, and that's the way it goes.
Now, if you're going to make a freebie to give away, like an ebook or a course or something, that's going to take time for you to produce. So I love it when these people mention, like, here is some fast traffic ways to get fast traffic. I don't know about you, but even if I'm going to pull together a basic ebook, it's probably going to take me at least 10 hours to like research it and lay it out and put it on my website and start marketing it, right? It's going to take at least that. It's probably going to take longer. So I'm not sure, like I said, it's something you can do, but I don't know if I would call it a fast way to get traffic.
Now, another awesome way to get some initial traffic to your blog or website or whatever it is guest posting.
Mhm.
So if you don't know what guest posting actually is, it's simply you going out there and approaching other bloggers or people who have websites, usually blogs, obviously, and offer them to put a blog post or blog, but obviously it's kind of promoting your own website or your own blog. And pretty much it's just the guest post. So you're the guest posting on their blog. So what they basically do is they create a user account on their blog for you, and then you write that post on their website. So you get all of their viewers and all of their traffic and all the people who read their content. Now all of these eyeballs are on your content, and depending on what kind of deal you made with the blog or whatever, they will actually check out certain links to your website, certain affiliate links. So guest posts are very amazing. They're an awesome way to get a lot of initial traffic, and not just initial traffic. Also, later on, you can still do this. Guest posts are always a great way to get a lot of people to see your content. Now, obviously, the only downside to that is you have to go out there and approach people and talk and stuff like that. But I mean, if you're starting out, if you're new to this, you still have a lot of time on your hands. You can allocate like half an hour a day to do this, or you can even go on some freelancer website like Fiverr or whatever and just hire a VA for $5 to do this outreach.
I love how people think that building relationships is so easy or hiring someone to communicate for you can be done for $5. So here's an example of a guest blog post. So this is one I did for Budgets Are Sexy back in 2009. So I wrote this whole blog and there's a link back to my website on the bottom. That's how it works, right? And I get author credit and I get a link from this website. Now, the thing is, I know Jay. I had been reading his blog and leaving comments. I actually went to a meetup that he had in DC, so I've met him in real life. So you have to network with these people if you want to do a guest post on their blog. I get offers every single week of people who are emailing me saying, "Hey, here's a free post for your blog," but I don't know them. I don't know the quality of their writing. I don't have any rapport with them. So you have to take the time to build that relationship if you are going to do guest posts. And there's ways to do that, following them on Instagram, leaving comments on their stuff, and like starting to build that rapport before you say, "Hey, you know what? I've admired your stuff for a while. Would you want to like trade guest posts on each other's website or something?" I think following my method here is going to get you a lot better results than following his method. I Because you're treating the person you're talking to like they're a relationship and like they're a real person and not like throwing $5 at the problem. All right, let's get back to it.
Outreach for you every single day and communicate with them and decide whether or not you can get a guest post on their blogs. And of course, you always have to stay in your own niche when it comes to that. Okay, so there's no point of being an make money online guy and getting a guest post on a dog blog or whatever, right?
Mhm.
So what you want to do is you always want to approach, you want to find people in your own niche that have a successful blog or a successful website going on, and then you want to approach them and want to ask them for a guest post. And obviously, if your budget gets higher, you can even pay certain creators and certain bloggers and stuff to be featured on their blogs, but that's a little bit more advanced, and it's usually for people who already get a bunch of traffic and make a bunch of money on the internet. Now, the third thing I want to be talking about is called Quora. Quora is pretty much, you probably know what Quora is, right? It's pretty much a question and answer site. So people ask questions and then other users give answers to those questions, right? So what you can do is you have to kind of reverse engineer it, right? So think about if you were your ideal customer or the ideal person to visit your website, what kind of questions would you have, right? It could be like if you're, I don't know, in the make money online niche, it could be it could be like how to get more traffic, right? How to get more traffic to your website. So now imagine me making this video right now. I go, how to get more traffic on your website, and someone asked that on Quora, because on Quora, pretty much everyone has already asked all kinds of possible questions, right? So you can just go there, and now you can add an answer there that is very detailed and very good, just a great answer. And then you can put your link there to your website. Then everybody who sees this question and all of the future people who Google that question, and usually Quora is very up top, very up there at the top when it comes to search results. They will see your answer. If it's a good answer, it gets upvoted and it gets ranked higher. They will go to your website and there you have your new visitors. Now, the fourth.
So I think this is a totally valid approach. You can also do this with something like Reddit. I feel like Quora is kind of more for, I guess, an older or a more professional demographic, and Reddit is more of a general cross section of the population. But I have to tell this story. Years ago, one of my clients owned some fancy dress websites. Now, in the UK, when someone does a hen do, which is like a bachelorette party, or someone, I don't know, turns 19 or, has some kind of birthday, what a lot of young women do is they get dressed up and they go out to the bars. So they will all get dressed up like pirates and go out to the bar, or they'll all get dressed up like sailors and go out to the bar. And so they buy these like sort of cheap costumes. It's called fancy dress. And so to build traffic to this website, back when Yahoo Answers was a thing, I would find these girls asking questions about planning a hen do, or they're having a problem with their friend or something. And I would answer them as the fancy dress company. And so I actually know that people came from Yahoo Answers and actually bought pirate outfits and sailor outfits. There was 3 sites. There was pirates, there was sailors, and then there was Halloween. Now, also in the UK, what I learned is, like, in the US, we dress up as whatever for Halloween. In the UK, it's very much, like, sort of Halloween themed is what you're gonna dress up as. I learned a lot about UK dress up culture having that job, and it was interesting, but, I did build up traffic to this website through Yahoo Answers because the website looked really sketchy, right? So, I had to make it seem like there was a person behind it, and being a presence on Yahoo Answers helped me do that. Now, Yahoo Answers doesn't exist anymore, but sort of Quora has taken its place. So I think this is a valid approach. Thanks for letting me tell my weird fancy dress story.
The fourth thing that I want to be talking about is called Reddit. We all know Reddit. I'm sure most of you guys do. Reddit is an awesome site, and it really has gained a lot of popularity in the past 2 or 3 years. It's a great site where they basically have a bunch of what I call subreddits. And you could think about it, a subreddit is pretty much like a category of a certain thing, right? Or it's pretty much like different niches, right? So they have subcategories, for example, our social media, or our internet, or our cars. What you can do right there is you can simply go
Yeah.
into all of the subreddits that are related to your niche, and you can actually subscribe to them, and then you will always see new posts in that subreddit. But you can go to the new tab and you will always see the newest post right there. And then if someone has a question that's, for example, related to your product or your website, and you can possibly offer them the solution. Don't just spam it. Like, don't, if someone asks you, oh, how to make money online, don't just go in there and be like, yo, I can show you how to make money online. Here's my link, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. No, don't do this. Okay. Actually listen to their question, check it out, look at it, and
Yeah,
then
I agree with this. A real human is behind there, and you want to kind of offer them some customer service, if you will.
think about a very smart and unique answer, because obviously a lot of people are already answering this really high volume traffic website. Okay. So
Hmm.
you want to stand out. You want to stand out. So what you want to do is you want to go there, you want to really formulate a great answer, and you will post it, and then you will get a bunch of upvotes on that answer, and maybe put a link there. Don't do it in a spammy way. Just say, if you're interested, you can check out my website, put it at the very end. And if your answer is actually unique and genuine, people won't mind. Okay. And you will get a bunch of traffic from Reddit.
Okay. If for some reason you were in Yahoo Answers UK around 2010, and remember that a fancy dress website gave you a really cool answer to the problem you posted there, please let me know. I'm wondering if it was me.
What I want to be talking about
Oh.
are paid ads. And I know a lot of
Mhm.
you guys will say, oh, Michael, this is
Yep.
not 100% for free. Obviously, it's paid ads. It's just not something that you can leave out of a video
Yep.
that
Yeah, you're gonna get fast traffic if you pay for it,
is about
obviously.
how to get traffic. If you're serious about getting traffic, you should consider paying for advertisement. And you don't have to start very high, right? You don't have to spend thousands of
Mhm.
dollars every single day on paid advertising to get some good traffic, right? You can easily get started with Google Ads. You can, even in competitive niches nowadays, I know a lot of people bash paid advertising, say, oh, it's too expensive, whatnot, right? It's not even too expensive if you pay $1 for a click, if you pay $1.20 for a click. If you have a highly converting website that is very good and drives a lot of conversions, you can just set up a few ads with like a $5 budget and spend like $15 or $20 a day and do that for a few days, and you should already get a little bit of traffic and a few leads. And the best way to do this is Go within your niche, go back to Keywords Planner and just type in some keyword related to your niche. You will see a bunch of keywords that your potential website visitors are potentially interested in. Okay. And then you would just use that and use Google Ads to drive some traffic. Now, I wouldn't really recommend Facebook ads for traffic generation in the first place, because Facebook ads did get kind of expensive, and you have to be a little bit smarter with them. But when it comes to
I will say I think Google ads are pretty expensive. I feel like you're gonna spend 250 bucks or so on a campaign to get a meaningful amount of traffic and data. I feel like I can spend a little bit less on Facebook and Instagram depending, but I feel like sort of Google and LinkedIn are a little bit more expensive ad platforms compared to say Meta and Pinterest or something like that.
keyword based advertising, there's really not much to lose there. You know, you can just try it out. You can just run a $5, $10 ad. And if you got some sort of email form or something that where you can actually track the conversions, if you do not get any conversions, you just call it a day and just keep focusing on the free methods. Okay. So those were
You can also run what's called the lookalike ad, which is you can look at the traffic if you have Google Analytics on your site, right? Google has data of the kind of people who visit your website already. And so what you could do is run an ad to a lookalike audience of people who are already like the people who are coming to your website. That's another way to do it too. Besides going after certain keywords, you can go after certain kinds of audiences.
those were 5 ways to get some
Yeah.
traffic to your
If
website. Now, again, I want you guys to check the description for the free training that I attended a few days ago. I highly recommend it. It's called the Mass Traffic Blueprint, and it's all about the secret traffic formula on how to get thousands of unique visitors to any website out there. It will pretty much
Okay, I'm wondering if he's affiliating this. I'm just gonna check real quick, and because he's just gonna sell this the rest of the video anyway. But it looks like it's roypanel.com, and it looks like the link kind of broke, but there is a user tracking code in the link, so I'm wondering if it is affiliate. It doesn't say affiliate, of course, but I'm guessing it is. So does Michael of Q Socials know what he's talking about? I mean, his advice is pretty basic, but based on the fact that he hasn't even filled out his website template, I don't know. I think you could do better. That's just my opinion. I guess he's all in on wolf growth, and I wish him luck with that. So thanks so much for watching. Again, if you have a guru you want me to react to, you can leave it as a comment on this video, or if you're more shy, you can use the contact form of the website to let me know. If you want to lightly keep in touch, a good way to do that is to join our monthly email newsletter. breakingeveninc.com/newsletter will show you the form to sign up, but also you can see some past issues to see if it's your kind of thing. And feel free to like, share, subscribe. I appreciate all of it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, these marketing gurus will just keep on coming. But the good news is you've got a friend, and that's me in the marketing business, who's going to call them on all their bullshit. Have a great day.